Hey, it's Adrian checking in on our second day of our trip. It's technically our third day, but we got a surprise snow day yesterday. We got a good 8 inches and everything was closed, but we were not. So we went outside and we saw the Washington Monument, we saw the U.S. Capitol building, and we saw a lot of snow, and then we went home, so it was really cold. And we played Cards Against Humanity all day.
Absolutely. And today, you can tell what organizations we've been at today.
Okay, so today we went to the National Center for Trans Equality. Then we didn't go, we were already there at the National Lesbian and Gay and Lesbian Task Force. Who cares who goes first? And then we went through the Holocaust Museum, and then we went to go visit the awesome folks at PFLAG headquarters, and then we went to the DC Center, the DC LGBT Center, and that was really cool.
Cool. So tell us a little bit, about your experience. What are some things you learned from each of the organizations?
Well, for starters, I guess we went to NCTE. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes.
No, that's fine.
I take
that's
notes
perfect.
because I'm a nerd. What did I learn from them? A lot of stuff. We just had a really interesting, I think my favorite thing from that was an interesting conversation we had surrounding language and the language that we use. We discussed how some terms that are kind of lofty and, very activist social justice speak, like cisgender and privilege and all this stuff. We were talking with Mark Kiesling, who is like my one true goddess, and not true, I have many true goddesses, but she was discussing how, we're over here talking about unpacking our invisible knapsack when, the general public is still at the level of, she used an example of during the Obama elections, a newscaster said that Obama had won 90% of the black vote, but only 48% of the regular vote, and how everyone knew what he was talking about. And so her point was just simply that that's where the rest of the public is, and so meeting people where they are about language is really important if we're going to effectively get our message across. So I thought that was a really valuable thing I took away from that, because I know that I love lofty language, and I love to talk to people who aren't necessarily in those kind of circles a lot with those kind of terms, and then get frustrated when they don't understand them. And so that was one thing I took away from that meeting. The task force, also really cool, also had really great talks about how to access and effectively reach people. We talked a lot about having individual conversations with people who may feel like that they disagree with you on every single thing, but you can really talk to all sorts of people and find common ground on things, even if you think that you can't, and how discussing with people on a personal level is very effective, and really listening to other people's own stories and their own concerns, and being able to relate to them just human to human is really essential for making progress in our movement, just as essential as all this big lobbying, policy making stuff too. So that was really cool. I think there's anything else on. Sorry.
No, that's good. It's perfect.
So that was cool. And then PFLAG was really awesome, and we had a lot of really great discussions about allies and good allyship, and how to communicate with our allies and, again, meet them where they are and be able to have more productive conversations instead of bitter arguments, which is great.
Awesome.
So that was really cool. The Holocaust Museum, I'm not going to say it was fun. It was very informative. I learned a lot. It was, of course, kind of a sobering experience. Definitely, needed a bit of a mental timeout after that, but we got it, so that's good. And It was a very valuable part of the trip. I think it's very important for everyone. If you've never been to the Holocaust Museum, you should totally go.
Perfect.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. The last question I have for you is, are you excited about tomorrow in New York?
Okay, yes, I'm excited for a lot of reasons. One, even though it's gonna be real early, we are running on a train. Trains are cool. Trains are trains. I have not really ridden on a train for like actual transportation purposes. So that's awesome. And also, New York is New York. It's a huge, crazy city. I've heard. I went once in high school. So that's going to be really cool. And also, I'm kind of planning to accidentally run into my sister on her high school field trip. So I am excited for that too.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Adrian, and we will check in with you again tomorrow. Oh, wait, there's something you forgot.
Claire told me that I had to do this for the video.
Okay.
Because every time we've been getting ready to leave, we've had various phrases like "Gay Vengers Assemble," and my favorite is the Autobots one, so she told me to do it for you. So here it is.
Go for it.
Autobots, roll out!
Thank you.
Bye.